Redditor was driving on the highway and saw brake lights ahead. So they slowed to a stop to avoid hitting the car in front of them. The car behind them rear-ended them, pushing them into the car in front. The police report says that the Redditor hit the car in front of them first, but that isn't true. How do they dispute this? There is an attorney that I very much respect. I want to say he's in like Virginia. I think he calls himself the dash cam lawyer. That guy has the solution to this problem. Get a dash cam, because this is a factual dispute of did I hit first or did I hit second, and dash cams are the way to protect yourself from that. I'm pretty sure he'll give out a free dash cam to anybody who calls him and asks them for one, and then you'll have access to that, but you can buy them off the market. I've often thought that it is extremely useful to have dash cams set up in vehicles for exactly this kind of an issue about who hit who first. The only other way to really resolve this factual dispute would be in a court of law. I mean, ultimately in a court of law with a jury and two lawyers fighting it out, and they'd be pointing to circumstantial evidence to be able to, you know, make their case. You could theoretically look at, depending on how close you were to the car in front of you, your skid marks. You might be able to draw an inference from there with an expert about, no, this was stopped at a full stop prior to being pushed forward. The first person in line would have the ability to determine, you know, was it hit from behind and then we got hit again after we had sort of come to a stop, or was it one big bang? Because if it's guy 3 hits guy 2, there's crash and you would hear crash, but if you're in front car, you wouldn't feel crash until boom, you get hit by the other 2 cars. So there may be an inference to be drawn from that, but it would just be battling inferences in front of a jury, and I think it's one of those where you're not gonna get the same conclusion every single time. I think if you tried it 1,000 times to 1,000 different juries, you may not always get the same answer. The cop can be confused and also credible, and that's a heavy thumb on the scale in favor of, you know, or against the person who is asking this question, because they have outsized influence. Theoretically, they're experts. Theoretically, they're unbiased. They wear badges. They know how to testify. They get training on how to testify. And if that person is confused but reaching a conclusion that you're at fault, that would be an uphill battle to have to fight. But that's the only place to fight it, is in a court of law. So I hope that's useful. Till next time.